How's everybody doing? Welcome to the show. I just gotta check a couple things, make sure everything is good to go. I appreciate you being here. Thank you for sharing. I think I'm gonna drink this water. Hopefully that'll be okay. But hopefully, give me, if you can let me know. Oh, sorry about that. I'm sure it hit the mic and not pretty. I'm just charging phones, getting everything ready. So I appreciate everybody being here, sharing this out, being a part of the conversation. We're at the home show with TC Backer Construction, TC Backer, and also Horizon Lawns LLC. Horizon Lawns LLC. So I just want to pull everything up. How's everybody? I want to check to make sure everything's okay. Hope everyone's having a good day. Let's see here. Thank you for sharing this too. We always appreciate when everyone shares this. I'm just checking the sound and checking the video. So yeah, thank you. All right, let me just share this out. If you could share this, that would be great. I'm just going to share real quick, start a quick watch party. Thank you for being here. We love seeing you. We love being a part of TC Backer, really, and what they're doing. They're doing amazing things, TC Backer Construction. I'm going to pull this up so we have a guest come. They can see the monitor. Just getting everybody set up to have a good time. Shout out to Sterling Quality Water. We appreciate them. We appreciate you. If you have a birthday, an anniversary, anything, you just bought a house, you just got a job, we'll shout you out. We're not afraid to shout you out. Cody, good to see you. Matt, good to see you. Jim Hankey, good to see you. So shout out to Bobcat of York. Thanks for being here. Frank the Tank, thanks for being here. I'm just getting everything lined up. You all shouting out. If you could put your town down. Like, we're helping each other. This is social media. Where are you from? Where are you at today? That is all good stuff for when you put that up there. It's really just a great way to connect, right? Like, you might need a plumber. You might be looking to invest in real estate. You might need a roof. I don't know. You might need quality water. Who doesn't need quality water? So I'm just getting everything set up. Can you hear me okay? And can you see okay? There's Ty. Ty, good to see you. Love y'all. Frank the Tank, good to see you. If you have a business, post your website. If somebody could put 3, 2, 1 gutter done for TC Backer. Danny, good to see you. Jeff, good to see you. God bless everybody out there today. Really. Pray for your friends, man. Pray for everybody. All right, so let's see here. We're at the home show. We are at the Adams County home show. Come on out. We're right in Gettysburg. It's not far from York, not far from Harrisburg. And we would love to see you. So just come on out. If you could please drop your town. I'm York, PA, but I'm in Gettysburg, so I'm going to put 2 towns today. You could do the same thing. Don't be afraid to get involved in our feeds. That's what it's all about. Good to see everyone. There's a lot going on. There's a nail hammer contest. So if you're good on a hammer, if you can hammer some nails, come out at 2 o'clock. Wave Crave Radio. Brian, good to see you. There's Chuck in the truck. Chuck's going to come on. He's awesome. He's going to at least say hi. Thanks, man. We appreciate you. God bless, man. When you meet the people in the backbone of TC Backer Construction, when you meet the backbone, why would you do business with anybody else? That's it, right there. Brian, good to see you. Thank you, everyone, for sharing this, putting this in a group. Put your website up here. Put your Facebook page up here. Share this to a couple of your friends. You know, don't understand that abundance is what it's all about. There's plenty out here for everybody that's willing to participate in a community, and this is a community right here. So thank you for sharing. Thank you for inviting your friends. Those things are all important. But we're here to talk about, you know, your home is coming up. It's springtime, whether it's roofing, siding, windows, gutters, fascia, doors. TC Backer Construction is in 4 states. They want to expand. If you want to, let's say you have a business and you've been doing some type of contract and you're like, you know what, I love what I do. I want to make a good above average wage, and have a good family life. So you want to have plenty of benefits and a real check and all those things, and work with other people. Sometimes working by yourself gets lonely. So being a part of something bigger than you is just energizing, right? And you have one life, so do what you love. But contact them. They're looking for tradespeople, whether that's men or women, whether that's, if you're not afraid of heights, that's a plus. They'll start you off if you're, there's a lot of young people that have the energy that say they want to do it, but there's also people that are older, right? Like 40s, 50s, 60s. If you're interested, contact them. It doesn't matter what age. If you want to do landscaping, if you want to do roofing, siding, gutters, or if you just want to learn about it, you might want to be in sales. They're looking for salespeople, men and women, whoever's interested. Matt, good to see you. Jocelyn, good to see you. Tammy, good to see you. If you all could be, please share this out. That's greatly appreciated. The reason shares are important is that's how we do it now. It's social media. Like your phone is the phone book. It's the how's my friends doing? What are they doing? It's that whole communication. There's Rehoboth Rob. How are you, brother? He's always coming on. He's great. Maybe we'll get some tips from Rob. Rehoboth Rob, a tip of the day. My wife's on here and she wants to talk to you. So they said we can take a picture. You can take a picture of our house and do different things. Yeah. So I'm going to get you in contact with Christy, because I tell all the contractors, right? Jana, good to see you. And some believe me and some don't. I'm like, listen, talking to me, I know it seems silly, but you're like talking to the air. Because whatever Christy says, and she's smart, she gets 3 estimates, all the things you said. But I don't want to hold you up from what you're doing, but we would love to have you come on, and maybe I'll just ask you some questions about our house. If you could post some questions up, if you have a question about your property, post it up there. If you're like, listen, I got a window that's leaking, is it the fascia? Is it, you might not get the right answer. Maybe they'll just come out for free and take a look at it, right? And maybe, you get a picture with one of the ladies and gentlemen from TC Backer. You're in the drawing for a behind the tool belt too, right? Like, so let's share the love.
I'm gonna finish my
all right, thanks. Kai, good to see you, babe. Thanks for sharing. Kimberly, good to see you. Jana, good to see you. We're going to dinner tonight, right? Are we going to dinner tonight? I'm pretty excited about that. We have a great day here. We're going to be here till 6. So we're excited to see you. Share this out. Like, there's somebody out there that's lonely. Maybe they're feeling a little down, or they think it's a Saturday instead of just a beautiful day to be alive. And they don't realize 150,000 people didn't show up today because they passed away. If you woke up today, that's a thing to be grateful for. And we would love to have you be a part of our community. Kimberly, thank you for posting. Dover, Pennsylvania. Shout out to Dover, Pennsylvania. We appreciate you. Maybe you have, maybe one of your kids is going to a college and you want to put it up there. Congratulations. We want to shout that out. We just really want to engage with you. Jana, thanks for sharing this. We appreciate all of you really just sharing it. It's great for the community to be able to know that there's still companies out there that root for each other. There is no real such thing as competition. So if you find people that are working hard, why not join them and root them on? Free estimates from TC Backer Construction all day, every day. I love it. All day, every day. We appreciate it. Oh, here comes Ty. So good to see you. We're fired up. We're ready. We had our thing. We got to get the Shane train fired up. We're fired. We're ready to go.
Yeah. Things are going great, man. People, all kinds of people over there.
Thank you.
We got 11 leads already.
Awesome. Is it okay? We're going to just leave this up and keep it simple for this.
Yeah, man.
If that's up to you.
Yeah.
But I figured, let's leave this up. There's a lot going on here, and we have a lot to talk about.
Yeah.
So thank you to everyone that stopped by the booth.
Yes.
So I did something when you weren't here. He trusts me a lot. So if he doesn't like it, he can kibosh it here. I let people know if they come out and they get a free estimate. Mm-hmm. If they take a picture with who's ever out there, and tag you on Facebook, they're in the drawing for the behind the tool belt with TC Backer.
Great idea.
Huh?
I like the idea.
So if you're in front of the window buster, gotcha.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
If you see a truck, gotcha.
Yeah.
If you see a Horizon truck or a TC Backer truck,
or a billboard.
Yeah,
check
get
out
in front of it.
Yeah.
Throw the hustle muscle. You might get 2 entries.
You might. That's a great idea. I like that idea.
But we're just having fun, really. Like, listen, life can be a drag, like all of us. It can drag us all. And it's like if we get so consumed with things that are like, because sometimes I look at my list and I'm like, thank God I have a list because I looked at it the wrong way in the beginning, maybe.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what, dude, you need to have a list.
Yeah, absolutely.
So stop trying to clobber the list and just enjoy the list.
Yeah, enjoy the list, prioritize it.
Yeah.
You know?
So
get what you can get done today, and then tomorrow do what you can do tomorrow.
Yeah, but you said it best there, right? Like when you have a list of 20 things and you get 10 done, that's a great day.
Absolutely.
Even if it's one, at least you came to the table.
That's right.
You know?
Yeah, you got to start working at it somewhere.
So what do we got going on? We've had 11. That's nice. Thank you.
A lot of metal roofing. This area seems to like metal roofing, which we do a lot of.
Oh, so we didn't even talk about that.
Yeah. Yeah.
So metal roofing.
Metal roofing. We can do a 5 rib. We can do a standing seam. It comes in multiple colors. We have reds. We have blacks. We have browns. We have greens, blues. I mean, all different kinds of colors. We use a local company who runs off our metal pans for us to fit your roof.
I mean, you guys almost do a pole building. Do you do those? Because, like, you do everything but the poles.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. I mean, we have never set the poles, but we have actually come out and put the roof and siding on it.
I was going to say, like, because I see them the whole way down here. We're driving on the thing.
Yeah.
I'm like, these guys got to be doing this because they do everything. I don't know if they do the poles, but they do everything.
Yeah.
But the poles, Terry, good to see you, right?
Yeah, we've set the windows and put the siding on it, and we put the roof on for them. And gutters. We get a lot of gutter calls for people who build pole barns. We'll come in after they're finished and put the gutters on for them.
Oh, nice. Yeah, because not everyone's doing all that. And, you know, people have different levels in which they take something.
Yes. Absolutely.
And you guys can come in at any point from the chimney to the curb and take care of any help at any point.
Yeah, man, we actually got a lead for landscaping from Ryan Holmes.
Nice. Thank you, Ryan Holmes.
As soon as we got off the air, one of their service managers asked me if we would be interested in their 30-day after, you know, the dirt settles around their foundation.
Yeah.
And if we'd be interested in coming in and doing some backfilling and sodding and stuff like that. And I was like, absolutely. So that was good stuff right there. That's exciting.
Yes.
Exciting stuff right there. I guess they didn't know we had at least their service department for Ryan Holmes didn't know we had a landscaping company. So that worked out great, man.
You know, I tell all my clients, always assume, and no one knows what you do.
Yeah.
That's what all we do is, what do I say all the time? We duplicate the macro to the micro.
Yeah.
Why would these big companies run a commercial every time? I'm not going to question it because they all do it.
Yeah.
We're just going to duplicate it.
Yes.
So there must be a reason for it.
Right. And that's what they're doing. They're duplicating it. You know what I mean? So we're going to duplicate what they're doing to a certain extent.
Yeah,
you know?
to a local, to a spheric level. It's going to keep expanding because it's organic, right?
Yeah.
It's taking, you know, if the television station could say hi to everybody that wanted to, that's cool.
Yeah.
You don't have to send in a request for a birthday. We'll shout you out if you have a birthday.
Right.
You have a graduation.
Yeah.
I mean, that's community.
Absolutely.
You know, if you have a business, we want you to do good. You think about it, you should want everybody to do well because that's a nice neighborhood. No one's going to be stealing from you.
No.
No one's going to be jealous of you.
No.
Everyone's going to be happy, and they're going to go to the content of their lid.
Yeah.
Right?
Exactly.
And some want to push the lid and some don't.
Exactly.
We're the lid pushers.
Right.
And that's only through you all. Like, just having fun, providing good services to people, expanding when you go to a certain level. And just being authentic and transparent with people.
Yes.
I think it's really all you got to do.
Authenticity, man.
Yeah.
You know?
A little salt, a little pepper.
That's right.
Yeah, because life can be a little salty and a little peppery.
It can, you know, but you gotta fight through it. You know what I mean? Not everything, you know, like we say all the time, if it was easy, everybody would be doing it.
Boom.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
It takes courage to get up here, you know what I mean? And I don't think people understand that, you know, we have to suit up and show up every day and try to keep a smile on our face. And there might be things going on in the background. But
there always is.
Yeah, we can't let that get us down.
There always is.
We just got to keep taking one step forward.
Yeah.
Sometimes you got to punt, even when you're in the red zone.
Yeah.
Sometimes you got to take the safety, get the 3 points.
Yep.
You know, and that's gotten us, you know, half a step forward is better than 2 steps back.
Yeah.
You know, and that's what we try to do. We try to keep moving forward. We try to improve upon the things that we're doing, whether it be in my personal life or in our company. And, you know,
mine's all one.
Yes, it is.
Like, so it's not combined. Like,
no.
When people say it's not personal, I'm like, everything is personal.
It is.
Like,
I say the same thing.
Like, I don't even, that doesn't, like, I know we're not in a good space if you're saying that to me.
Yeah, right.
So I got to figure out how, I mean, that's really how it is. I mean, I don't let people convince me. Don't let people convince you of what you know is right, because you are right. No one knows more than you.
Right.
We only get one time through here, and I used to let people convince me otherwise. And everything's personal.
Yeah, it
you know,
is.
it doesn't mean you don't make tough decisions, and that makes it, you know,
Yeah.
it's not easy.
Every decision, I would say, except for 1% of my decision making, is based upon personal feelings. You know what I mean? There is that 1% of the time where it has to be, you know, I'm sorry, it's not personal, it's just business. You know what I mean? I think maybe twice I've said that.
Well, it is, but at the end of the day, it is personal for us, and we wish it would have worked out, but we're going to have to make a tough decision. That's where it is, and we're going to do that.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I do it with my kids. I do it. People do it with me.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I learn from things.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, and if you learn, that's great.
Yeah.
And if you don't, that's something. I believe that lessons follow you until you learn them.
Right. Yeah, exactly. This lady here is asking, I believe it's a female, I'm not sure, I can't see their picture there. Could be a gentleman, I'm sorry if it is. You don't have to come to the show to get a free estimate. No, if you want to put your contact information in there, and then we'll reach out to you on Monday, and we'll come out and we'll give you a free estimate on your gutters.
Great question. Thank you.
Yeah, that is a great question.
Yes, great question.
Yeah, that's what we're trying to do here.
Yes, thank you.
You know what I mean?
Because you're busy. Imagine being able to ask someone came on and you were like, I've been looking for someone to give me an estimate on the roof, and they're on your Facebook Live, and that's like, now you get the chance to check them out.
Exactly.
I mean, everyone checked me out, and the ones that didn't do business, they were not supposed to.
Yeah, exactly.
And I'm fine with that.
Yeah,
Like, that's the thing people have to understand is you just have to go with the flow. And when you stay busy. So thank God for you. Thank you.
Yes.
Appreciate. I want to shout out, and you could Sue Adams,
Yes.
Clear to Close. It was so good to see you and Chris at the get together at Heritage. Sue. We appreciate Integrity First Home Buyers, Eric Brewer, Sonia Brewer. Appreciate the whole team, Sue, everybody over there. So thank you, Clear to Close. Put your Facebook page up. Sue, it's great to see you. And see our property group, Integrity First Home Buyers.
Good people.
Tanisha Banks, Wilkes, Julius, Mudrow, good to see you. Kara, Callaway, Heiner, good to see you. Bill Duke, Cody Lighty, Terry Page. Shout it out, put your town.
Yeah.
Right?
Put it out there. Hey, Brian. Brian. This is Brian from Wave Crave here Radio. He wants to know who he sends his info for free estimate on gutters.
Brian, you're so awesome. I love you, man. You're an amazing person. I love you and your wife.
Cell phone number down here. You can text me your info, and we'll get back to you on Monday.
Brian, you're awesome. Wave Crave Radio, man. You know, so they do a lot in the community, Wave Crave Radio. So they're right in New York City.
Nice.
And
that's perfect.
Does an amazing job for the community. Brian, I love everything you're doing, man. We got to get together soon. You're amazing. David, Allied Maintenance, good to see you.
David, good to see you, brother. Thank you for all your support, man. You're the man. I appreciate everything. You watch everything that we do. You share everything that we do. I couldn't ask for any more, man. You're just great. Thank you for the support. And if there's anything that we can do to support you, please, by all means, reach out to me. My cell phone number, I just put it on the feed there. So save my cell phone number, text me, call me. Let me know if there's anything I can do to help you guys out, because I know you've helped us for the past few weeks with all this stuff. Thank you very much. So what else is going on here? We got the...
2 o'clock is hammer time.
Oh, shoot. I misspelled my phone number. I put the...
All right, so you can delete it.
Yep.
Here. So...
Jana, actually...
Yeah, you can delete it.
Put that in there for me.
Yeah, if you
go
hold.
ahead.
So listen, real quick, guys. 2 o'clock is they're doing the hammer competition. So that is going to be exciting.
Yeah, I can't wait. 2:30 is going to come rolling around here soon, so we get to watch these guys over here. See who can. I'm imagining it's who can pound the nail in the fastest, or less. You know, the less swats at it they're going to take at it. I'm not exactly sure, but hopefully a couple of our guys come down and can represent TC Backer and Horizon Lawns and show them how to swing a hammer down
All right, I'm just going to reply with the right number because I
go.
usually can. 717-779
6303.
6303.
Yeah, Jenna had my back on that. You see where she said it's actually?
Yeah.
Thank you, honey.
But, you know, technology is no different than, you know, the things that you learn. Like, you might be in a different job and you might think, I can't do it. You know, and think about it. People that had wall phones said they weren't getting cell phones. I mean, they were like hard lines. But it wasn't a question that you had to. Like, there's not too many that are left that you could do it, right? People said they were never getting a cell phone. They weren't going to get a bag phone. All I'm saying is, you know, the people that had the horse and buggy, when the Model T came out, they were freaked out, yes. and some got on early and some got on late. But listen, unless you're Amish, you're probably not on a horse and buggy. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
So you have to go with certain technologies.
Yeah.
The smartphone is something people had to go with.
Yeah.
So the phone book, it became non-existent.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It wiped it off the map.
This
All
is
that,
your phone book.
Isn't it crazy?
This is your phone book, your library, your computer. I mean, this
your
is
dictionary, your
TV.
Webster,
Yeah.
your TV.
Yeah, man.
I have that stand when I'm at home at my office.
Yeah.
I just turn, and I have all those big 65, all that.
Yep.
And what do I
Oh,
do?
yeah.
Because of accessibility and ease.
Yeah, man.
Everything I can do.
The convenience of it.
Yes.
You can take it anywhere.
The efficiency.
Exactly.
As business people, we don't look for easy. That's a lot of times people misconstrue.
Yeah.
We look for efficiencies.
Yes.
And I try to show people when we sit down that one show, but we're consistently, we get 1,000, and every one person matters, one. But that 19,000, it just shows.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Think what it costs to fill an arena at Hershey. And that's 11,000. What it costs for the staff,
Yeah.
the security, the insurance policy you need for the event,
Yeah, man.
the food. I mean,
Yeah.
you can't even compare.
No.
And it doesn't seem real, and it is.
No, it doesn't seem real, man.
And you
Yeah.
guys do an amazing job. Your team at TC Backer Construction, because this is what the people want.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's a reason that people are on their phones because they want
Yeah.
quick, they want easy, they want accessibility,
Exactly.
and they want transparency.
Yeah, man.
And that's what you do. You're changing the trades.
Yeah.
And in a great way, because you're also welcoming all the female tradespeople out there and the people
Yes.
that might be 20 or 50 or 30 or 40 and saying, look, if you want to come work,
Right.
contact us.
Exactly. That's
Right?
what I'm saying. We offer health insurance, soon to be 401k. Overtime, the guys are working. Tyler said earlier that yesterday he already dipped into the overtime, so they're working today. So all of today's overtime. You know what I mean? And it's not...
They're not driving broken trucks.
No, they're driving all new trucks. We got them lettered up, decaled up. They're insured. Yeah, the tires are good. The brakes are good on them. Poor Keith, he's out there doing oil changes today to keep our trucks and vehicles on the road. You know what I mean? It takes all of us to make this thing happen. Well, I have loyalty.
Rick.
I'm loyal to them. They're loyal to me. They take care of me. I take care of them. And that's one of the things when I interview somebody. It's kind of like, we can take this to any level that we want to. If you want to come in here and you want to take this to a whole nother level, then by all means come on in here. Show me how to do this thing. You know what I mean? Bring me your outside influence.
I love it.
Show me something different. You know what I mean? I'm always open to suggestions.
You are. I mean, look, I was surprised when you messaged us.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm just doing my thing, and then, boom, once we got together, it was a perfect fit.
Yeah, I interviewed a young lady yesterday, and how the interview went. I'm thinking I'm hiring a sales lady here. She would bring so much to the table. I mean, she's been involved with marketing. There's so many different aspects to things that she would bring to the table that I never even thought about, that I didn't even know existed. You know what I mean? So I'm thinking, well, she may not even be a salesperson. I may not put her in that sales position that I was looking for, because she had opened my eyes to so many other things and possibilities where she could be useful, and an asset to us. And that's what I told her yesterday. I told her, I was like, look, we can take this to any level that you want to. The sky's the limit here.
Mike Chambers, Rick, Barbara, Kimberly, you're right. He is the man. He just has such a big heart.
Yeah.
And that's what's awesome, man. He's authentic.
And Chris Baker, when I hired Chris Baker, Chris Baker's not doing anything that what I hired him to do. I thought I needed, I don't even remember what it was that I hired him for, but he manages our whole internal service department, the whole thing. I do remember I was going to have him sit behind a desk all day long. He's not doing that anymore. I don't even think he did, but after he worked there for a while, it was like I realized how much this kid has an impact on me and the company. And he had some background in schooling. He went to college, and roofer.
Matt Hockley, PA Deals.
Yeah, hey Matt, good to see you. He was a roofer, got injured on the job, went to school. So I got the best of both. I got the 1-2 punch with him. I got an intelligent college graduate kid, you know what I mean, that graduated for business and accounting and stuff, and a roofer. Just like Dave Runsell, when he built those gazebos, Dave's a sales guy, one of the best craftsmen I know. That's who's coming to your house.
Wow.
We're not just people off the street that think we know anything about sales. No, we come from a construction background. That's where we started it. And that goes to say, this is a career. When you start here, just because you started out hanging gutters or swinging a hammer, that doesn't mean that's where you're going to end up in 5 months, 5 years from now. God only knows. The sky's the limit. We can take this thing to any level that we want to.
Love
any
it.
level.
No lids.
No, man. No, and I'm not afraid. Let's do this. I'm not afraid of change. I'm not afraid of putting myself in that, those uncomfortable situations. And I think that's the difference. I think,
that's huge.
I think some people can just settle.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I like
listen,
to step outside the box.
When we walked in here in both home shows and you had this, everyone was like,
I know.
It had to be like with
Yeah.
the Model T, I'm
Right.
serious, and the horse and buggy.
They didn't know what the heck is that?
No. And
Right,
then
what's
they
going
were
on over
like,
there? And then we invited them in.
they peek.
Yeah.
You
Come
know?
on in. Check it out. You know what I mean?
And they know what's up, right? They're
Yeah.
around people. They know
Yeah.
it's just
Yeah.
authentic.
Sincere.
We're just here.
Authentic.
Yeah.
Sincere.
Yep.
Authentic.
Because if you have people that are doing what we're doing, that's only growing. It's not. There's no stop signs in that.
No way, man.
You know what I mean?
No way.
There's no traffic controllers.
No.
There's no red tape.
No.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
at the end of the
There's
day.
no one-way signs.
No.
No way.
That's what I love, and that's what's
Yeah,
so
man.
important and amazing about everyone that's wherever you are, your car, if you're a passenger or
Yeah.
you're at your job and on break or working, whatever you're doing.
Right.
Think how much the workforce has changed
Yes.
where people can be connected at any time.
Right.
And you have to, you either embrace it like you all have done
Yeah.
and let it grow it, or
Right.
you try to control it
Yeah.
and it causes this not good energy.
Exactly.
And you've done it. I got to give it to you. You've done a good job at embracing it. The whole
Thank you.
team and the whole, and it makes sense if you think about it, because it's just letting people know, hey, I'm putting a yard sign on my Facebook wall that says I'm proud to work here.
Yeah, man.
If you need anything.
Yeah.
And if you work somewhere and you chose to work there, you're not all in if you don't do that. And the reason why is
That's
because
right.
if you want to get paid, you want to have a living, whatever they pay you happens to be money.
Yeah.
Then why would you not tell everybody?
Right.
So if you don't feel that way, then maybe you need to make some changes.
Yeah. I don't think anyone who works for us is ashamed to work
No,
for us.
it's amazing.
I think everybody puts it out there. Everybody
And that's how it should be.
They want everyone to know they work for us because we're doing great things. We're making big changes. And we're changing people's lives. Not
Yes.
just by putting a lifetime roof on their house, but we do charitable things. We're
Yes.
changing people's lives. Here.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And that's what it's really about. We're giving away what was so freely given to us.
Amen.
We got to give it away if we want to keep this thing, man. And that gets me so fired up.
Amen.
You know what I
My
mean?
wife was like so happy. She was like, "Oh, you didn't see this, but when he got the hot dogs," and I was like, "Oh,
Right. Yeah.
guy pays $100 for hot dogs.
I-
It's going to charity."
Yeah, I did.
So
I
you know
did.
what I mean? And my wife's like, "No one saw. He didn't do any fanfare."
No.
And he probably didn't want me to tell you, but I'm just
No,
telling you,
I
he paid
didn't.
$100 for 2 hot dogs.
I did.
Because it was for the church and it was for the scholarships.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But see, that's when my clients,
Yeah.
I'm here to tell people that because
Chris.
it's contagious.
It is contagious, man.
Both are contagious, right?
Right, yeah.
Both ways, the good way and the negative way.
Yes,
So
yeah.
if we don't start getting cheerleaders,
Yeah, man.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, God's got warriors out there.
Yeah.
And they don't not tell you they're a warrior. They're like, listen, if you
Yeah.
come in front of this, you
Yeah.
got to know that there's going to be consequences.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
There's not a stand down.
Right.
There's no backing down. There's no
No.
giving up. There's no
No.
giving in.
It's too late to
right?
back down now,
And if
man.
you're not up there directing this soul,
Yeah.
then you're going to have to step aside because he that's greater in here than greater out there.
That's right, brother.
And at the end of the day, that's what it's about.
Yeah, man.
Chris, 9 House Backstep Bandits, come
Yeah.
on.
9 House.
Yeah.
baby. Dover, PA.
Love them.
That's right.
Yeah, so we're excited. Oh, the show's moving to Wednesday at 7 p.m.
Yes, we might as well
So-
announce that now.
Yeah. So, Wednesday,
yeah.
7 p.m.
Yeah.
I got to put it on my calendar. I'm going to
Next
do it right
Wednesday,
now.
we'll be doing Behind the Tool Belt with TC Backer Construction. Next Wednesday will be our first Wednesday night. Moving forward, it will be Wednesday nights with our busy season upon us. We thought it would be best to change it to Wednesday evening. So, Chris Baker, if you're out there, I'll let you know. Hey, Tyler, good to see you. Chris Mendez, good to see you guys. Dorothy, thank you for tuning in again with us. But check us out Wednesdays.
One click of the calendar, that's technology, and all my future events were changed at
Awesome.
one click.
Awesome.
That's
great.
serious
From your
technology.
phone, your telephone.
From my phone.
Yeah, man.
There it is. So now every Wednesday,
Bam.
right? Every Wednesday,
There you go. You're a
it's
busy
on
guy.
there, right?
You're a busy man.
Yeah. You know what, my friends, you don't see it all out there, but I tell my friends, I'm like, just don't tell me you're busy. Like, you can tell me a lot, but just don't say that, like, because we both have 24, and if we're blessed to have them, it's who just cuts them down, right? Like you got to understand, when I wake up with an axe, and I find an oak tree, and I put 1,000 hits in the same spot. Mm-hmm. And a lot of people put 1,000 spots all over the place because they're looking for the next thing.
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah.
I'm a laser.
Yeah.
And no, that's why we love working with you. Like, I give everything up to do what I do.
I know.
If there was anything on my schedule, everyone that knows me around knows, guess what?
Right.
This guy is willing to give it all up for what he believes in.
Thank you.
No, and we appreciate you. We appreciate you feeding us. Feeding us. We're excited.
Yeah, man.
It means a lot.
Yeah.
It means a lot to the world. Like, we take things higher.
Yeah.
Like, I get goosebumps.
Yeah, me too.
It's way beyond any of this stuff that's little that people's not little, but you could do this in your community.
Yeah, man.
You can grab your phone. You can start this up.
Yes.
We would consult you to show you how to do it. Just like, with their package, it's going to be a complete package when they bring out the TC Backer Horizon. You can buy one half at a time, whether you want to buy the landscape as part of it and start with the roofing or start with the TC Backer side. So there's all of those options. Just make a phone call and have a conversation.
Yeah.
That's where it all starts.
It does.
Right? Because anyone that is all in, people that know this say, we'll figure it out. Right? Because your greatest asset is your resourcefulness.
Yeah.
It's never anything you've ever had.
Right.
Because what you've always done, I already know this, is you've done the most you've had with whatever you had with wherever you were.
Exactly.
That's how you are today.
Yeah, man.
And doing the same thing.
Yeah.
It's just scale.
Yeah.
I work with people that make $1 billion a year, to people that make that, when I started this, $50.
Wow.
Right?
Yeah.
It was $48 for the chalkboard.
Yeah.
And $2 for, it's all documented, $1 worth of chalk.
Yeah.
So,
Wow.
and it's documentation over conversation, but that's what makes you, and then you put your heart behind your resourcefulness.
Thank you.
That's unstoppable.
Thank you.
And that's why people are attracted to you. You're a magnet with positive.
Thank you, buddy. Thank you
we
very
appreciate it.
Yeah,
I'm not a morning person like you. You guys that wake up early.
Yeah.
But when you're inspired, that's what gets me up.
Yeah.
Not as early as you, but it gets me up.
Well, you're normally here before I am. But I am up early. I got a lot of things I got to take care of in the morning, and I don't want to say I'm busy, but I'm blessed.
No, you are.
Like you were saying the other day, it's like we need to remove the word busy from our vocabulary. We need to say blessed.
Yes.
Because that's we are blessed.
You stay in traction mode.
Yeah, man.
The other one is what people all talk about.
Yeah, not distraction mode.
No, you're in traction mode.
Right. Yeah, man.
And it's just taking all the things we know and simplifying it, salt and pepper.
Yeah, man.
Traction mode.
That's right.
That's
right,
it,
brother.
baby.
Yeah.
And if I'm not in there, I try to get out of there.
That's right.
Even dinner was so nice. I can't wait to go tonight. We're going tonight, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Cool. So we're going to go back towards where we are and eat, right? Yeah, good. Yeah. So that's what Kirsty, I said, let's talk to you. Good.
Yeah.
We're excited for dinner.
Yeah, me too.
Oh,
me too.
man.
So's Janet. Yeah.
I mean, we're eating. I'm eating like something I put in the oven because I don't use a microwave. Right at the plate, and I'm fine with it.
Yeah.
Or at my desk,
Yeah.
a little sandwich I put together.
That's
That's
what we do.
typically how I do.
Yeah, me too, man.
One of the nicest meals.
I don't even normally eat throughout the course of the day when we're at work or something like that.
But the reason why I don't, though, is I do everything for a reason. You know why I don't?
Why is that?
Because we only have 24 hours, man. And I know people, but if you think about my efficiencies and what I've done in a little bit of time, praise God, is because it takes an hour to go out to eat.
Yeah.
At least.
Yeah.
Maybe 2.
Right.
By the time you get ready. If I can eat in 10 minutes and be fine, that sounds little.
Yeah.
But, you do all the things I do in efficiencies all day.
Absolutely.
That's how it happens.
Yeah, man.
Right?
Yeah.
So I'm not against it. Go out to eat. I love restaurants.
Right.
I'm not saying that.
Yeah.
But if you're in a mode where you're like discovered the thing that you're supposed to be doing, and you want to make up some time like I've wanted to do for the time that I wasn't in doing it, that's what I'm doing.
Yeah, man.
So that's a little thing I do. So that's one of the reasons why. But to my wife and to us, I'm so excited about tonight.
Me too.
Like that night we had with Eric and Integrity Home at their appreciation and then going to the restaurant.
Yeah, man.
That was one of my tops already for the year.
Me too.
And relaxing, which I don't do.
No, we got to meet your daughter, which was awesome.
Kayla. Shout out to you.
Yeah, and Chris and his wife.
Yeah, and then Chris's wife and Kayla with nursing, how that circle.
Yeah, that was awesome. They had something to talk about.
Yeah. And, she's a student and she is a big boss.
Yeah, man.
So, shout out to all the nurses out there.
That's right. Yeah.
Men and women.
First responders.
Yeah, first responders, military. Thank a vet, man. That's the coolest thing you can do.
Yeah.
Thank a vet.
Yeah, sure.
Look, if you take a pic with a vet, tag TC Backer, you're going to be in the raffle for behind the tool belt T-shirt.
That's right. Yeah. If you see one of our billboards, take a picture in front of it. one of our yard signs. We got
Yes.
yard signs all over the place.
If you know someone had TC Backer there,
Yeah.
because they have all their files, take
Yeah.
a picture.
That's
you know,
right. That's
you just
right.
got to tag TC Backer.
Yes.
With the picture,
Mhm.
so it'll be on your page and their page.
That's right.
That's all.
Yeah.
So, Stephanie, it is so good to see you, Stephanie. Danielle Kaufman, good to see you. We appreciate everyone. We're pumped. Where are we at today?
Yeah. We're at the Adams County Home Show.
Boom. Should I put the picture up? Or I wanted to leave this up for the show, but
It
sometimes.
doesn't matter.
What do you
That's
want to
fine.
do?
Put up the
All right.
Adams County Show.
So I'm
That's
doing
right.
some charging. We got a lot of charging, so.
Gotcha. Gotcha. No problem.
So shout out to Horizon.
Yeah. Shout out to the 9 House right there.
Yeah.
Horizon Lawns. They got some things coming up soon. There it is. Adams County Home Show. Started yesterday. Today it runs from 9 to 6.
What's that?
Awesome.
Nice.
All-Star Events Complex, 2630 Emmitsburg Road, Gettysburg, PA. They got the student design competition. There's good food here. Nail pounding competition that starts at 2:30. And then what else? What else is going on? Oh, they're going to do a raffle drawing.
There's
And then
good food.
Good food. All the proceeds will go to the student scholarship.
Scholarship, yes.
Yeah, man.
Awesome.
Yeah. And then Sue Miller. Was it Sue Miller?
Yeah, Sue Miller, man.
Yeah,
she's awesome. She
yes.
put all this on with her staff.
Yeah, man.
Shout out to Sue and the Adams
Yep.
Builders Association.
That's right.
Adams County Builders Association.
Right, another female in the construction
Yes.
world.
Boom.
She doesn't have to be out there swinging a hammer to be involved with the construction
That's
world.
important. So let's talk about what you are looking for. What kind of people? Salespeople?
We're looking for salespeople, men, women in sales force, marketing people, sales recruiting. We are looking for general laborers. We're looking for skilled mechanics. We're looking, and half the time we don't even know what the hell we're looking for. I mean, like I said, I had an interview with a girl yesterday, and I'm interviewing her for a sales position.
Yeah.
She brought so much more to the table than that. She actually came out here today. She came out today. She was so super excited. She knew we were coming here today. She was here today
Wow.
to check us out.
Awesome.
Yeah, man.
Shout out to her. I think I know who she is.
Yeah.
Shout out to you. Good to see you all.
Yeah.
Thanks for being here. That's what you talk about wanting something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Think about when you won on a job, the things you did to get it.
Right.
They're just looking for desire.
Exactly.
Desire to want to better yourself, better your life.
She sees, hey Tina, good to see you. She sees, she saw us on Facebook Live. So she saw that we're doing great things in the community, that we take care of our employees, and she's ready for a change. You know what I mean? She's been in a place for a long time, but she's ready for a change, and she sees the excitement and the energy that we have and that we produce. It excited her. She wanted to see what we were all about. So she
Nice.
reached out, and I think she's coming on, but there's always that possibility that she might not come on, and that's okay too.
Yeah.
But she was willing to come down and listen to what I had to
Nice.
say,
Yeah.
and I liked what she had to say, and she actually opened my eyes to some other areas too. So I mean, thank goodness I got an open mind today. I know when I was younger, it was either my way or the highway.
That's how I was.
I was hard-headed. I was one way. And, the older I've gotten and the more mature, I guess, maybe that might be some of it. And some of the hard lessons I taught myself,
It takes a little bit of that in the beginning, though, I believe, to get there.
Yeah.
Everything that was.
Yes.
I
had to go through what
And then later you get grateful, right?
Yeah,
So-
eternally grateful today. But yeah.
And I think having kids has a lot to do with it.
Yes, it does. Yes,
The
it
mirror
does.
comes out and we're like, wow.
Uh-huh.
I don't regret things I missed. I worked really hard. You can't get to wherever I got by working 8 hours a day. You just can't. But
Absolutely.
nothing wrong with working 8 hours a day.
No.
But for me, it never worked.
Yeah, me neither. Yeah, I always had to work a little harder than everyone else. I was like that in school. Some things came easy and quickly for people in school. I wasn't that guy. I was that guy. If I wanted to excel in school, I had to study. You know what I mean? There was these kids that slept through classes and seemed like they got A's and B's. That wasn't me, man. Like I had to do the behind the scene stuff to be an average student. You know what I mean? I don't know why. I just couldn't pick it up. So average wasn't okay. I had to over excel if I wanted to excel. You know what I'm saying? And I think
you've carried that on.
I've over excelled. Pushed myself because I'm my own biggest critic. I beat the crap out of myself more than anyone else can say anything to me. You know what I mean?
And now you're going for your captain's license.
Yeah, man, I'm going for my
You gotta be
captain's
proud of
license.
that.
I am very proud, and poor Jana, I put her through it because it reminded me of being back in high school again. Reading all that stuff and studying and all that stuff, it had me stressed out. I almost quit, almost. And she said to me, Ty, you've never quit anything. You're going to let this discourage you. And I was like, yeah, this is so stupid. I mean, if I pass, I pass. That's great. I mean, that's the goal there. But if I failed, so what? How many times have I failed at things?
Yeah.
In my life.
But think about the information, no matter what, that you have.
Yes, exactly.
No one can take your information. The grade doesn't give you information.
No, and I passed it so far. There's 4 tests, and I passed 3 so far.
Congrats.
Yeah, man. I got one more. Thank you.
That's
Thank you
awesome,
very much.
man.
Yeah, man. The United States Coast Guard's going to trust me to be able to charter boats if I wanted to. My plan C for my retirement plan on fishing charter boats. So, anyhow. Yeah, I love that stuff, man. I can't get enough of it.
Wow.
Yeah, I love it.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Edwin, thank you. Tina, thank you. Please share this. Drop your town. Where's everybody at today?
Yeah, where is everybody at? They're not in Gettysburg, that's for sure, because they need to get their butts out here.
Yeah, please come out.
Yeah.
We're in Gettysburg. I put York because that's home base.
There's Chuck and Truck. He'll be coming on soon.
Chuck's coming on.
Yeah, he'll come on here shortly.
Yeah, we're excited to have him.
Yeah,
so, if you got a question for your contractor, ask a question. Do you have a question about color? Do you have a question about installation? Mm-hmm. Can I do 1 window? Can I have a plan for 5? Can I get 12 done?
Right.
Is there a certain color you want?
Yeah.
Is there a certain pitch? Do you not like the flat roof? Do you need someone to bump it up and make a higher pitch roof? I don't know.
Yeah, like what, what a good question would be is like how flat of a roof can you put shingles on? How steep does a roof have to be in order for you to put shingles on? You know what I mean? That's a good question that someone should ask. Like, if they're questioning, hey, we had a guy come out and he put shingles on it, but other people told me it should need rubber. That's not always the case, because I've had roofs that we've done that were inspected, and the inspector says that the roof pitch was too low of a slope for us to install shingles on. That's not always the case. Now, anything down to a 212 pitch you can install shingles on if you have the proper underlayment.
Okay, so
yes.
that ice
the ice and water. Yeah, ice and water. Or they say the books say, if you read a TAMCO book or a GAF book, they actually call out for 2 layers of felt paper, organic felt paper. We don't do that. What exceeds their expectations is ice and water on the entire area.
Okay.
And usually that's a judgment call when we go out and look at somebody's roof, because there could be other scenarios where we may want to put rubber on that area, but rubber's a little more expensive, and it may not look right in that area, and we may decide, we can go with shingles in this area, So, if someone's telling me
one thing. Do you
do
the rubber if they need it?
Absolutely, all day, every day. Yeah, man.
Right.
We can do black rubber, white rubber, TPO, whatever they want.
So they have white rubber?
Yeah, man.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, man.
What was the other color?
Black. And there's what's a vinyl. It's almost like vinyl flooring. It's called TPO. You weld it together, heat weld it, so it's seamless.
Wow.
Yeah, that's mostly done on commercial stuff, but we've put it on residential stuff as well, because it's white. That's white as well, and some people believe because of it not being black, it's not absorbing heat. It'll deflect the heat. With it being white, that's why hence why they have a white rubber as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Some of them look like they have stone on them and stuff.
That's a little different application. That's not called rubber. That's build up or slag. Slag roofing. The stones are actually called slag.
Okay. What does that do?
That's more so on commercial stuff. That's what I don't see too many people doing that anymore.
Yeah, so I have no idea.
What they do is they just basically build up tar. And like
big,
a rolled roofing
layer.
type thing, more tar, rolled roofing, it's called build up. So like they build it up, and then what they'll do is they'll have tar on the top, and then they'll roll the slag out. And it kind of just gives it a stone, and then you'll have to have drains everywhere put in.
And then do you maintain those drains for people?
Yes, yeah.
Do you have to maintain them?
Yeah, because they'll get clogged.
Yeah, a lot of stuff.
I've pulled tennis balls out of them already, and didn't know how they got up there.
So you can maintain that, like if someone gets in, they might not even know that they are going to need maintenance.
Yeah,
package.
See, every roof at some point in time will need some sort of maintenance done to it, especially commercial roofing, because there are 4 or 5 stories up there, flat roofs. People think, we just had a roof put on 5 years ago. Well, it's not a bad idea. There's storm damage that could happen. The drains could get clogged. I've seen baby toys. I've seen tennis balls, I've seen golf balls get stuck in these drains.
Wow.
And then what happens is the water builds up and then it freezes and it'll pop the pipe apart, the drain apart.
That's not good.
And then it'll cause a leak into the facility. But yeah, I mean, maintenance, we do maintenance services all the time. We do maintenance plans with commercial companies where we'll go up. There's all kinds of things that we can do for people.
So the best thing to do is, how do they contact you? 321 Gutter Done?
That's right. 321 Gutter Done, or our office number is 717-650-2197.
All right, it's 717-650.
We also have an 800 number.
650 what?
650-2197.
2197.
So
Perfect, there it is.
awesome. Yeah, man. Give us a shout.
321 Gutter Done.
That's right.
Chandra, that's our new agent that
yeah?
works for Decorative Group, and she's an insurance broker.
Hey, Chandra.
So she can help you out with Medicare and life insurance.
Nice.
Reach out to her. Tony Corbett Plastering. He
Yeah, man.
is in Ireland right now. There he is.
Awesome. Good to see you,
Corbett
Tony.
Plastering, work done right.
That's right.
Right in the Boston area. Reach out to Corbett Plastering. There's our man right there. Come on.
Right there. Bob's eating.
Oh, nice. Rehoboth Rob is here.
Yeah.
So you got to go eat your food.
No, it's okay.
Yeah, no, I got this. Go eat.
No, it's
yeah.
good.
No.
How much time we got left?
Yeah, you're good.
How
Oh, we're fine. You go eat. We're fired to cannons. We got time. You can go eat. I got
No,
this.
I'm good. I'm okay for now.
So I don't
Yeah.
want your food to get cold.
Maybe in 5 or 10 minutes.
Yeah, what'd you get?
We got
Hot dog?
Yes, hot dogs.
Hot dog.
There's a local place that everybody loves to stop.
Oh,
at
so
while
it's a
we're
local place.
Yes,
Nice,
yes,
nice.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
it's good to see everyone. Tony Corbett, it's good to see you. Corbett Plastering. Look him up on Instagram. He's got a great Instagram page, Corbett Plastering, and go like his Facebook page. Like TC Backer's Facebook page,
Yes,
please. Go to TC Backer Construction on Facebook, and please like their Facebook page. It is good to see everyone. Can we get a share? Can I get a share?
Yeah.
Appreciate
Can
it.
we get a share? And
This-
then check out Horizon's Facebook page
Yes.
too.
Please like Horizon
Yeah.
Horizon Lawns LLC.
Yes, sir. Yep.
Check them out.
Yep. Yep. Check us out. Share our page. Recommend our page. Like our page.
I'm starting a watch party right now.
Oh, yeah?
It's not hard.
No.
You don't have to stay in the watch party. So you can start the watch party. Once it gets started, then you hit the X and you can leave it for now.
That's right.
And if you could put this in a couple groups, I know there was some people in groups I can't share now that asked me if you could put it in their groups. So a lot of groups. Here's the thing: a lot of people don't know. Most groups don't have a lot of content.
Right.
They don't. They're just trying to sell something.
Yeah.
So they appreciate some live, energetic, enthusiastic, good content.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
really, we appreciate it when you do that for your friends and you allow them. Someone's looking for a roof, right?
You coming in here, Chuck?
Leaving them. Chuck in the truck is coming. Come on, man.
Yeah. You can
Nice.
take my seat right there.
Nice. We got Chuck in the truck.
Yeah.
Patrick Nelson.
That's all right.
No, you're good. Stay as long as you want. Leave when you want, man. It's always good to see you.
No camera shy.
Appreciate you. So we're just having a conversation anyway, so it's good. So we're here. Are you going to be in the nail competition? I heard you're a lefty. Is it harder to hammer with a lefty?
No, I've done it all my life.
So to you, it's no big deal. So can you win the competition? You're going to get in it?
Maybe.
Bring the old. Let them know we got hammer
them
behind
know
here,
what old
right?
school is.
We got hustle muscle. They might think they got the quickness, but we know how to use a hammer.
Yeah.
You know, get the most of it. But anyway, so tell people if someone's going into the spring, what are some things they should check for? Like to help their home not get deteriorated, or maybe there's some stuff they might not know they need. Like if they walk around their house, because like a pilot checks the plane, like pre-flight check. And I was on a show once when I used to do a law show, and the attorney said, "Look, before you go out, check your car. Make sure your tail lights and all. Like it's most people don't." So I would say the same thing could apply to a home, right?
Sure.
So what are some like a 5 checkpoint thing they could do to their house to make sure if they need something they should call you? Windows.
Windows, gutters. Check your gutters.
So if their windows aren't shutting right,
Absolutely.
because if they're not adjusted right or something could have happened in there.
The draft coming in. There's 100.
If there's a seal broken, should they call you guys?
Sure.
You'll come look at it and give them the options, right?
Absolutely.
If you don't have that color that you're looking for, the colors are not going to oxidize anymore, which means they're not going to fade, right? I mean, that's how they have it now. It's through and through the color.
Correct.
Right? So a lot of people that probably are in need, they have oxidized stuff, and they're like, I'm not having that happen again. It's not going to because of technology if you get the right products and the right company.
Yes.
But the products are through and through that they use.
Yes. Things
right?
have definitely
Certainty.
changed throughout the years. Yes.
So contact them. They'll come out. They work all over Pennsylvania, Delaware, Maryland, Virginia.
Yes.
Right? So contact them, 321, gutter done. What about roofs? What is something someone could look at? There's been a lot of wind, so if they see them lifting up.
Shingles curling. I mean, you can see them blown off. If you see a different color up on the roof, it definitely means one of the shingles blew off.
So if one shingle blows off and people are like, it's not leaking.
It's going to happen time
What-
and time
what-
over and
what-
over again.
So that's a problem, right? Like they should know that there's a reason all the shingles are up there, right?
Yes.
You take one out, then there's not all your shingles.
Correct.
So what that means is though, but water can get in, right?
Yes.
Because they're layered. I don't know, but I would think they're layered to
They're,
flow
they're
it like a
staggered on
waterfall.
top of each other, yes.
Right.
You start at the bottom and work your way up. That way, everything's stuck on top of each other.
And water
for a
can
while.
find that one shingle being out, that water can get in behind there, right?
Yes.
And even the application of shingles is important, right? Like if you don't hit the area, which I didn't know, you can ruin the shingle.
Yes.
And how many people are going to cough it up and say, yo, boss, hey, you know what? I ruined this shingle. Right? So I'm sure there's got to be, you got to see jobs where you're like, you see that someone put up a shingle, right? That they probably shouldn't have put up.
Right.
So the other thing is gutters. If people have gutters or they want to get the, you guys do gutter guards, right?
Yes.
So can they put gutter guards on their existing gutters?
Absolutely.
And you guys will come out just for that? So they can just go to 321 gutter done,
Yes.
and they can call.
Yes. Nothing's too small.
They're real about that. Like they're not going to come out and try to they're not going to come out and these companies that say sell or stay until they buy.
Right.
That's not how TC Backer or Horizon does it, which is nice for a homeowner. They're going to give you a consultation. What else? What about if people have a lot of trees? We have a lot of pine trees, oak trees, maple trees, a lot of leafy trees, the helicopters.
Well, that's where you want the leaf guard. Instead of getting your gutters clogged up with all that stuff, the leaf guard will help, for sure.
Is there different size gutters?
Yes.
And what are the occasions? Somebody said something on your team, and they said you're not getting more water. It's just the distribution of the water, right? So the gutter size does what, or could potentially do what? Could somebody have too small of a gutter on their house?
Yeah, absolutely. Depending on the pitch of your roof and how the water's flowing, how heavy, they could run right off. Overflow. Depending if it's put on properly, also, you need to, it needs to be sloped properly so it doesn't flow out the other end. You definitely, excuse me. No, hey, you can come on in here because I'm going to start stumbling over my words here.
But it's talking about the gutters, because you see a lot of decorative gutters.
Nail pounding contest, all three of them, not you.
No, not me. No,
Put you in.
no, you don't want to put me in.
Chuck, me, and Dave. 2:30. Be live.
All right, nice. So
I got to
bring
get
this out
stretched
over
for that
there.
one. It's been about 6 months since I swung one constantly.
Do you still got to hold your finger down on the nail?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
16 pennies. They spot
16
a hammer
pennies.
too. Yeah.
wow.
What ounce?
16.
16 ounce? Oh, I got this.
At what time?
That's what I've been swinging all my
2:30.
life.
Okay, so 2:30, the nail pounding contest. We're gonna go live. Zach, good to see you. So, but you see decorative gutters where they're smaller. So, could they potentially not take the load of the house?
For sure. Yes.
So, I see that, especially in these older farmettes around here, or someone that's trying to duplicate it. They want that kind of, you know what I mean? Those ones that
They're
are
rounded.
Yeah, they're
Yes.
like real little, like a half moon.
Yeah.
And they look cute, but they could cause a problem, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
And so your gutter or your downspout might barely be getting any water because it's going over.
Yes.
That could cause ice problems, which could get under your walkways, and your walkways could be popping up.
Right.
Right? It could go down to your windows.
You would be great at being a salesman for us. You know that, right?
But that could happen, right?
Yes.
And then it could go inside the basement and get around your foundation because it's not
Absolutely.
going far enough away from the house.
Absolutely.
Because when they cut your house out, they cut in like a clay bowl. So you want that water to go outside of that and go back into the natural filtration of the land, and that's kind of what you guys do.
Yes, I mean when you dig a foundation, in all reality that hole is 2 foot bigger than what it needs to be, or 3 feet. So they're filling that back in with fresh ground.
It's not thousands of years of being compounded, so it's like a sponge
it's going to
instead
settle,
of a brick.
It's going to soak it up, and that's where the water's
So
going to
you
go.
have a moat basically around your house.
Yes.
And the newer the house, the more imperative it is to make sure it's always imperative. But the newer, that means that water's going to soak more like a sponge because it hasn't had time to compact and naturally
It won't
just
just
harden.
run off. It's going to soak it up and go right down to your foundation.
And we have areas like Dover, let's say, that are high clay, which water doesn't even naturally run through that well, right?
Right.
So your gutters are huge. So get a free consultation. You can come down here till 6. So it's 1 o'clock now, plenty of time.
Yeah.
If you live in York or Dover, it's 40 minutes away. Come on down, it's free admission. And if you get here by 2:30, you get to see the nail pounding competition. So come on down. So what do? You're chucking the truck.
I am chucking the truck that is sticking with me, and my wife's calling me that now. I've been here for roughly 4 months. I did custom siding for 30 years by myself. I mean, I had help, here and there.
Yeah.
Excuse me. And I got offered a job to go around and supervise.
Chris.
To supervise and make sure our siding guys are doing their jobs properly.
I mean, that's pretty awesome, man, that they get 30 years experience, and they talk about in the trades. You don't have a lot of chucking the trucks out there anymore, like for real.
Yeah, well, it's pretty awesome that they, looked at it and seen, what I've been through and thought I would be, perfect for the job. It took me a minute to make sure I was making the right decision because I was providing for my family.
Yeah.
But this is truly one of the best decisions I ever made.
That's awesome.
Besides my wife and my kids.
Yeah.
It's a big family. I look forward to getting up in the morning. I come in early.
Yeah.
I come in at 5:30 just so I can greet everybody as they're coming in the door.
That's awesome.
I know it sounds silly.
No,
but,
it doesn't. Not to me, man. I love all that.
I was by myself constantly.
And
with my wife
I
and
talked
kids.
about that.
Yeah.
If someone's out there, don't let that because when we first go out, we were taught maybe to chase a certain amount of income, and you need it. But then when you get older in life, I think you realize that it's not just that.
No.
That it's that environment that you're around. It's that energy, the people, right?
Camaraderie.
Yeah.
I mean that's
It's
huge.
inspiring.
For me, that's huge.
Yeah.
So I look forward to coming into work. But no, I go out to the jobs before the jobs start. Out there to make sure the guys have the material, to make sure they're doing their jobs properly, and then I go out after the jobs are finished to make sure that they did their job properly. I can't, catch everything, but
Right.
I catch a lot where I make our guys go back to fix the job and do it right.
Having materials out, if you ever work for yourself, man, that can take a day's worth, turn a 1 day job into a 3 day job, or
Yeah.
a 1 week job into a 2 week job.
Or even longer. I mean, if
Yeah.
you don't measure it properly, a lot of stuff special order also.
Yeah,
So
you guys
we're
make
waiting
custom.
for material to get there, and then you have to go back 2-3 weeks later sometimes. So we're pretty good about getting this stuff ordered properly the first time.
Yeah,
That way we don't have to wait. Yeah.
these
guys are awesome. I mean, Chris, Bob, Ty. Ty's an amazing man. Bob, he knows just about everything, and since I've been here, it's amazing on how many places I've never heard of that the food is amazing. He knows his food.
Nice. We love food here, man, for sure. So that's awesome. Sean, good to see you. Rossi, good to see you. Jana, good to see you. Chris, good to see you. Give this a share. Start a watch party. So if someone's out there and they want to get into the trades, what would you tell them to do? To come on down, contact TC Backer. There's a lot of people out there that have their own business that maybe are, not in a space. It's just more, you can have a above average wage, a fair wage, and be a part of a great community doing great things, and it can make your life even better to come here.
Yeah, I mean, the job's not for everyone. I mean, what job is? If you know any kind of construction or have any basic knowledge of it, and you're looking for a new job, no, I'm not a natural. I'm nervous as could be. No. Chuck's leaving here in a few minutes. I got to go warm up.
Come back in a half hour. We're good.
I'm sorry. I'm going to start stumbling here.
No.
The
But for someone that's out there and they're maybe working hard and they got a truck and you know they can't find help. I mean, you know,
less headaches. The pay's good. The hours are there. The work's here for sure. I mean, since I've been here, normally during winter months, you know, you slow down a little. We had a great winter, so you know, we were a little busier than normal, I think.
Yeah.
But we haven't slowed down. It's just a great place to work.
So having steady work is important. Anyone that's in their own business, some people are like, you know what, I'm tired of trying to get business all the time. Or that might not be your forte.
I don't want to get laid off.
Yeah.
The money's not the same.
Yeah.
You don't make as much. It messes up your routine, personally.
Yeah.
I like to get up.
Routine.
Yeah, I like to get up, do the same routine. My day's always different.
Yeah.
But I want to go to work.
Yeah.
You know, and the last few years of me doing the siding, coming here, you know, rejuvenated me.
Yeah. And
really
that's the thing it does. That's a great thing.
Yeah.
You get rejuvenated. You remember why you started.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And when you have other energies and similar people of similar values, it's just nice to talk about the same things. You're not the only one going through it, you know? And it helps us keep on track and not feel sorry for ourselves.
I would recommend this company to just about anybody, you know, that's been self-employed for years and
Jacob!
Their body can't take it anymore. You
Yeah.
know, the job's, it's demanding, don't get me wrong, but it's not as demanding.
Yeah, there's everything that is.
Yeah, well, they're looking for sales.
Yeah. So a great salesperson is someone that likes people and wants to, I did construction when I was younger, but I always sold construction and that was why I did sales. Because I love construction. I mean, if I could have sold big rigs, I'd have sold big rigs, but I never found that because I always wanted to be a truck driver.
You can sell anything.
So I tell my clients, I'm like, listen, I was born convincing. It took me, you know how we find our thing? I had to realize that. So I tell my clients, I'm not trying to convince you. It sounds like I am, but I want you to figure out for you if this is right for you. Yeah. Look down the road in your head and say, is what Shane's talking about something for me? Don't let me and my energy I have that I can't help it. Right? So I tell my clients, because people would think, you know, in the beginning of my career, I didn't harness it the right. But we all are, right? Like you might be at a certain part in your career. You have to just be yourself. People like different people. So I love communicating with people. But if I'm not behind a product, like we wouldn't work with TC Backer if we didn't have that family love. Yeah. We've learned. My wife and I, of course, we want to have steady work, but it has to be work that is worthwhile.
Right. And I wouldn't be here if I didn't like it. I can always go back to doing what I was doing.
People our age, like we figured out that we can stay busy.
Yeah. Yes.
You know what I mean? And we also see death, like we see the end.
Yes.
So, I mean, that's why we become humble and we're like, these other little things mean more.
Yes.
Like, I'm not just going to side your house. Like, you're going to be like, this was my daughter going in this house.
We take pride in what
or my son,
we take pride in what we do.
I want you to say that we were here.
Yes.
You know? And if God's looking down, he's going to say, you protected my child. And made sure their house was safe, right? Like it was me. Right? Because if he's in everyone, then you're protecting him every time.
Yes.
Right? Like that's how deep you get when you're older. Right. If you want to. I'm deep, and that's what I love about y'all. It's just about community. You know, we can't wait for the government to look out for us. We are our own government. And when we look out for each other, that's inspiring, man. I don't care where you are or where you've been through. It's like saying, hey, you can get on track anytime. Pick this company or another company. You know, maybe it's Horizons, whatever it is. But just sharing this video makes you a part of this. Putting down your town makes you a part of this. That's the great thing about what we're doing with them, is everybody can be a part of this at any level. You might be in a nursing home or something and you're watching this and you have a smartphone and you're like, you know, I want to share this. This is the kind of company I remember as a kid being a part of.
Yeah, helping one another too.
Yeah, just genuinely doing it.
Yeah.
You know, going out to see someone and not trying to sell them.
Right.
Don't have to come on with a contract.
Not looking for anything in return.
I don't need 40 leads and 10 deals from you today.
Yes.
You know, just go see some people.
Yeah.
You know, talk to some people. That's what it's about. I mean, a true sales professional is just someone that listens to what someone's saying, and then if there's a way they can help them, whether it's gaining for them or not, it's just directing them. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And salespeople usually know a lot of people because they talk to a lot of people. So they're like, hey, I can't help you, but go see them. You know, they'll
I was
help.
always by myself.
Yeah.
This talking right here is really tough for me, just to let everybody know.
Yeah. Well, we
this
appreciate
is
you
tough.
getting on, because there's a lot of people like you that are out there working for themselves, and they don't realize that loneliness is causing them to get depressed. I mean, it's depressing working for yourself.
Well, I'm not depressed.
No, but I'm just saying it can be when you're going down the road and it's cold and icy. I've worked for myself for a long time,
and it's hard to keep continuing to the job. you
Yeah,
know? I mean,
I
certain
mean-
days it's like I just want to go home.
as
you
an
know?
insurance
It's
agent,
tough.
man, knocking on doors,
Yeah.
people don't want. Who wants to talk to an insurance broker? Nobody.
Well, speaking of, I need to talk to you
Yeah.
about some life insurance.
Well, I appreciate that.
Just before I forget.
But if you didn't know me and you didn't know me on social media, you got to see me, right? I'm everywhere. That's why people love you, right?
Yeah.
But otherwise, it's like just you're an insurance agent.
Right.
You're a salesman. But it's not that, right? Like, that's the thing we got to show people. We're humans that care. This is what we chose, or we were born. I was born to do this. I couldn't do anything other than what I'm doing now. You know, and it's weird to say that this is what I do. But it's just a vehicle that God chose with my personality and my energy to say, this is where I could use you. You know? And it's our conversations we have with clients that mean the most, right? Like when you go out to see people, bro, listen, they love you and they feel comfortable that you're coming. Like they feel, you don't have to tell them 30 years, they know that you're bringing 30 years, right? Like I know that as a homeowner. Like you're like, oh man, nice, Chuck's gonna check to make sure the guys did a great job, but Chuck's here just to kind of wrap it up, make sure everything's good, the coffee's warm, the donuts are fresh, right? Like making sure we feel good. And that's important. And that's what every part of the process, from the people that answer the phone to making sure the oil's safe so that when you go out that your truck's not breaking down so you can go home to your wife and kids, right? Mm-hmm. And then when you work for yourself, you got to do all that. So what? You lose a day. You're not losing that day, right? I'm just saying, I just take the bits and pieces and break them down, right? A piece of equipment breaks when you work for a family like this. There's more breaks. So if your brake breaks, there's a break maybe, right? But if your brake breaks and you're by yourself, hey man, you might have been already tapped out with the account. Yeah, I mean, I work for myself, I understand. And then so now you got to wait for a job. Client gets upset. But when it's flow, consistency, there's something to be said for that.
A steady paycheck.
Yeah. And at the end, what are you trying to do at the end?
Yeah.
At the end of all of your process, it's okay to change your process if your end is still getting you traction.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I got you.
And so when we get older, at least for us, I open my mind up, and I'm trying to be more open-minded every day. You know? I don't know anything by listening to myself. So when I love being around you all, listening to y'all talk, and I'm like, I didn't even think about that.
I do the same with you when
You
you're
know?
saying things. Yeah, absolutely.
So I hear you guys all talk. That's why I love it when you get on here, because I get to just basically have a conversation with you.
Well, guess what? I'm about to get off because
Well,
this is
listen,
enough.
I
I'm
appreciate
gonna
you
go
coming
talk.
on.
I'm gonna go talk siding over here. That's
Thank
what
you.
I know the most of.
Thank you, man. Listen, I really appreciate you coming on. So
It was a pleasure. Thank you for having me. It's not going to happen again.
Well,
I'll say hello.
I hope it
That's
does.
enough for me.
So what we did was we want to get people these TC backer behind the tool belt shirts. So if someone's out on a service call and they said, I saw the video, Chuck, can we get a picture? That's so they can get in the drawing to win a TC backer. They have to tag TC Backer Construction,
Come on, Ty.
and then get a picture with you or a picture in front of the truck or whatever.
Right.
So we appreciate that. And anyone that does it, look, we want to get these TC Backer behind the tool belts out there for the 4 quadrants.
Yeah.
The clients, the people in the family, and the people that work there, and then the teaching and the education part of the trades.
Absolutely.
It's 4 quadrants, man. It's simple, man. This is Rubik's Cube, and without you, we can't do the cube.
Exactly.
So have I, Colin.
Boom. Yeah, so we're excited.
So,
All right,
Chuck,
sir,
before
you take care.
leave, there was one thing that I wanted to point out when I was listening to you guys talk. Chuck, when Chuck first came on, Chuck realized that I was into motorcycles and stuff, and Chuck was like, "Man, someday I want to get one." So, what happened, Chuck? Chuck was able to get a motorcycle.
I was able to get a motorcycle.
Harley Davidson Deuce.
Yeah.
Not a Sportster. Not that there's anything wrong with.
Yeah, you know what? I wish I had my Sportster.
But
For all that said, I
he-
drove a lot of miles.
He got himself a
Nice.
Harley Davidson.
Yeah.
Doesn't it feel good when that thing starts up?
It feels real good.
That's awesome.
But I feel like he felt comfortable enough because of the job security to get a motorcycle.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's the point I was trying to make, and to watch like Colin and his guys drive the newer trucks to work and stuff like that, you know what I mean? And thank you for being so dedicated to us and doing such a great job for you. And we were talking out in the parking lot earlier, it's like, we sometimes have to take a punt. We were just talking about that earlier on the show too. Sometimes you got to go for the 3 points, and sometimes, as growth happens, sometimes you got to slow the growth down until you get the correct people around you. And Chuck was saying, he's noticed some growth since he's been here in the short 4 months.
In 3-4 months, just one or two simple things that have changed, or somebody's been brought in, has made a world of a difference.
Yeah.
Just the way things are
In order for us to grow, because of the knowledge that they had. Chuck makes me feel comfortable. When I put my head on the pillow at night, I know Chuck's got everything as far as the siding goes with our company. I know he's got it all under control.
Well, I appreciate
Well, I
that,
told
but
him
I couldn't do that with everybody else, though, either. It's everybody. There's not one person better than the other. All help each other out.
Absolutely.
And
Said our humanness is equal, our titles and
That's
jobs
huge.
are different, man.
Yeah.
That's the end of the line. And when you respect people like that,
Yeah.
you get that kind of performance, and you get that kind of passion. And that's what I love. And I know when homeowners come, they feel good, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like they're like,
Yeah.
Chuck wrapped it up,
Yeah.
made sure they were taken care of. He's the
Yeah.
measure twice, cut once guy,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
And so,
Yeah. And I've gotten phone calls from people saying, man, that you guys did a great job by hiring Chuck. On more than one occasion, I've gotten that phone call, especially from the Ryan Homes superintendents, man, had called. I can't remember exactly. I think Keith or Kevin called me about a week ago and was like, look, I got to tell you something. I thought, geez, here we go. You know what I'm saying? But it was something positive, because usually I get the negative phone calls. We're not there on time. We're behind because of the rain or weather or whatever have you. But he actually called to give us a compliment.
Thank you, Colin.
Because Chuck has done such a great
Chris,
job.
sorry.
Yeah, Chris. Yeah, our company is better with Chuck. For
Nice,
sure.
amen.
And Brandon. We were talking about Brandon.
Brandon was a huge addition.
Yeah.
Andrew Taylor, Ron.
Like I said, everybody here is huge and plays a major factor in this company.
Yeah, man.
And for me to notice that in a short period of time just makes things a heck of a lot easier for me, knowing what my future is.
Yeah.
I love it.
And once again, I'm sorry about stumbling over my
No,
words.
man, you don't have to worry.
I'm nervous as can be.
Yeah.
I'm sure my face is
Listen,
beat
no,
red
you don't
right
have to
now.
worry. Look, I come on here all beat up. Look at me, man. I look like I've been through hell, and I have. But guess what? I'm coming, right? Like people say about my teeth or whatever. Listen, I'm fine with it. I like looking that way.
Thank you for bearing with me with my
Listen,
stumbling
we
and stuff.
appreciate it. You did, and you do a good job, and you inspire people to see that it's possible at any age, man. You know what I mean?
But truly, Todd, thank you so much for the opportunity
Well,
and
thank
believing in
you.
me, and everybody else here. Thank you, truly. So,
Thank you.
all right, you guys have a great rest
We
of the
love
show.
you, man.
All right.
Yeah, hustle muscle,
That's
baby.
right.
God bless you, man. Chuck in the truck.
That's right.
You might
Thank
have
you.
a special edition TC backer behind the tool belt shirts to come out. Chuck in the truck.
That's right.
So
we have to brand
if you
that.
can get if you can get a picture with Chuck in the truck, you tag TC backer, you might get 2 entries into the drawing for the TC backer behind the tool belt T-shirt
And a hat.
Yeah, and a hat.
Yeah, man.
So,
stuff.
Chris, we love you. It was so good to see the family today, Chris. Always good to see your family. I love seeing the energy. Man, awesome.
Yeah.
It really is.
Yeah.
And if I miss anyone, I'm sorry. I come here, do my thing, and then I got to go prepare for another show.
Yeah,
so.
no, that's what I always worry about too. When I'm showing my gratitude, I'm afraid that I'll forget somebody's name. And if I do forget to mention somebody, believe me, it takes all of us. Like Chuck was just saying, everyone from the new guy that we just hired to the guys who have been with us for 15 years, we need every single one of them. Just like Chuck said, by bringing on one person, makes a huge change. Sometimes all you gotta do is tweak things a little bit that make a huge difference. And Chuck thinks he didn't, he was worried about, like, what is my job gonna be, man? I'm afraid I'm not doing enough. what Chuck has done for us is given us the power to grow, because he's taken over an area that some of us have tried to look over, but none of us could give it our full attention. All Chuck does is focus on our siding. That's it.
Amazing.
Yeah, when it comes down to siding, Chuck is the man. He goes out there. He's been doing it for 30 freaking years. He's got more experience with it than I do. You know what I mean? He brought more to the table than I could.
That's
You know?
awesome.
Yeah.
Well, you know, I was thinking when you guys were talking, when you're young, you have to tell people how many years, and there's nothing wrong, you have to do with where you are. But when you're young, you have to tell people how many years you've been doing it, and when you're older, you just do it.
Yeah. Yeah, man. You just do it.
I mean, you know,
Yeah.
people can feel it. They can hear it in your conversation. They can hear it in your confidence. I mean, really tremendous what everyone's doing out there. I mean, this is such a connection.
Yeah.
And it keeps growing. It's like you're putting roots in. It's like a bamboo tree, right? 60 years that thing, or 6 years that thing's been putting roots in, and then in 6 months it grows 90 feet.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because it's got the roots.
Yeah, man.
And that's what TC Backer, it's got the roots, and now it's time to just grow like a bamboo tree.
I can tell you what, being a landscaping person, trying to remove bamboo is a freaking nightmare.
So
I don't
what would be
recommend-
your tip if somebody wanted bamboo?
I don't recommend it, because what happens is it spreads. You put one in, you got hundreds of them, and you can't get them to go away, because, like you said, the roots are so deep you can't get rid of them. So
No.
I just thought I'd
Don't
say that.
plant
That's-
bamboo.
That's what I
No.
was when you said that. I'm sorry. That's what popped in my mind. You can't
Yeah.
get rid of it. Once
No.
you have bamboo, man, it just spreads.
So
Yeah.
listen, we're going to be here till 6.
Yeah.
Pretty awesome. 2:30, what's happening?
Boom.
Boom.
Yeah. We're going to
So,
do the hammer competition. I
how
think
many
I may
people are
even-
in this? Do you know?
I think I might even get it. I know Bob's in it, Dave's in it, Chuck and the truck's in it, and I'm about 90% sure I'm getting it.
So how does it work?
They're providing the hammer. It's a 16-ounce hammer, and they want you to drive a 16-penny nail.
So do you hold it and drive it?
I'm not sure yet. I hope we get to start it, because I think I would feel better and get my rhythm going if I can get the nail started.
When I used to be a framer, it was tap, boom, tap, boom.
Exactly.
That's how it was when you went down.
Yes.
If you had 3 taps, they would hear it.
Yeah, man.
Right?
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
know how it is in the
Right.
books. I'm just saying when I did it.
Yeah.
It was 2 taps. One to set it, one to put it through.
Yeah, man.
I don't know if it's that way anymore.
It was when we did it too.
So
Yeah,
and they knew if you didn't, right? Like everything was production, everything was competing, but it was
Yeah.
fun, right?
Yeah, yeah.
You know, you lay out the chalk lines, you lay out the wood.
Yeah.
They taught you what to do. You had to look for the crown, and man, if you slipped up somewhere, the team was like, "Come on, man! Like this is someone's home." Right, we
Yeah.
got to have the crown a certain way, and I just never really got all that stuff. Like
Yeah.
when we're laying down the floor joists,
Yeah.
it was crucial
Yeah.
on these gigantic 2x12s
Yeah.
that are these giant houses that the crown was up so that when the house, you know, or whatever,
Yes.
I don't know how
No,
you,
crown's always up, man.
you know, so,
Yeah.
but all these things you teach people,
Yes,
right,
exactly.
as they go along.
Yeah, I mean, a guy coming on, he's not going to know that you got to look down a 2x4 to see which way the crown's going. I guess naturally a person would think that a board would be straight. Well, it's not. A board's got a crown to it. You want to put the crowns up, and that's a good point. That could be a topic one night on one of our shows.
And why is that? Because gravity's going to bring it down, but if it's already down, it's going to even go lower.
Well, and you don't want one crown up, one crown down, one crown up, because that's going to affect.
You want it consistent.
Yes, you want it consistent, and that too, like you said, the gravity over time.
Forehead.
At some point in time, it's probably going to straighten out, especially as you.
That's
add
what
weight
we were
to it.
told. I don't know if it was, but he said
Yeah.
that's what they would tell me.
Exactly.
And people have a lot of different ways of doing something. So you find people that are in your. I mean, how many different ways over time have you been shown to come up with the way that you and to find the right technology that makes sense? It took you because there's different ways to do stuff.
Yes, yeah,
right.
there's definitely different ways to
And
do
it
stuff.
always comes down to you're getting the service call. So that's why your product. I mean, at the end of the day,
Yeah.
you're not taking shortcuts because you know
No.
what happens.
No, exactly. No, we
Right?
definitely
You've worked
don't.
for people over time.
Yeah, man,
And
for
you've
many
seen
years.
it and said, I'm not going to do that when I have a business.
Exactly.
We're going to make sure that doesn't happen.
Yes,
Right?
it's funny you say that, because I was in the service department
Sure.
before I went out on my own. I was in the service department with another roofing company, and one of my jobs was to go out and clean up other people's stuff. And I tell you what that did for me was that taught me, there's multiple right ways of doing things, but there's also a lot of wrong ways to doing things as well.
Oh, yeah, you
Well,
have a quote, something like that.
Yeah. So I have
Thanks,
learned over
Colin.
the years by looking at what other people have done, and believe me, I have made mistakes too, and that's called experience. So
Yes.
I've learned from other people's mistakes along the way, and I have learned from my own mistakes along the way. But I'm humble enough to say that yes, I have made mistakes. They have stung, but I have tried to learn from them along the way. I mean, that's all I can really do today. That's all any of us can do today. And
Yes.
you know, our guys, they're going to make mistakes. You know, it's going to happen. Things happen. We're moving at a fast pace. They're working a lot of hours. I know come Friday they're tired because I know I'm tired. I see them. I'm at the shop somewhere between 4:30 and 5:30 every day. It's like Chuck says. Some days Chuck's there before I am. Most days Denny's there earlier than I am. You know what I'm saying? But these guys are ready to suit up, show up. I trust them. I trust them to go out. I trust their judgment. I trust them. You know, they don't have to call me every 5 seconds and ask me, should I do this or shouldn't I do this? I trust them enough to make their professional opinion on the job site. You know what I mean? And they'll make mistakes, but I got to back that up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I have to back them up. You know, well, sometimes do people have to be disciplined? Of course they do. But I'm going to defend them while we're out in the field. But then when we get back, if there's a change or a correction that we need to make, we'll do it behind the scenes immediately.
Yeah.
We're all about the solution. You know, we don't get stuck in the problem. Yes,
Amen.
okay, something happened. Let's not point fingers about who did it and why did it
Figure it
happen.
out and move on.
Yeah, figure it out and move
And
on.
grow.
Yeah, man. And I really feel that's why we are where we are today.
Nice.
You know, and
I
Colin
believe
says
so.
teamwork goes a long way. We all stick together when the days get rough. That's right, and we do. We're all brothers and sisters, and we all have each other's backs. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's what it is. We have each other's back. Do we bicker at each other some days and have fallen out? Of course we do. Any brother or sister will. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Any
nice.
brother or sister, you know, will get in an argument, but 5 minutes later you're laughing.
Amen.
You're laughing
Yeah.
about it. Like,
Yeah.
how silly was that? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say that.
Yeah.
You know, but that's the difference between us.
I tell people, be harder on yourself and other people, and you're going to be fine.
Yeah, man.
You
And
know?
I'm guilty of that.
Oh,
or
we all
whatever,
are, right?
or-
But I tell people, life's
Yeah.
about getting back on track every day.
Exactly.
Right? But
Yeah, man.
just wanting to get back on track that's 90%.
Every
Just
day's
wanting
a new day, man.
Boom, it is. 150,000 people didn't get up today. That's a real number. 55 million people a year. But 150,000 today did not.
No, man. And
So
we're-
that's enough for me.
That's right. We're sucking air and
Yeah,
breathing, so
so-
we're doing good.
Are we going live on this nail
Yeah, let's
competition?
do that.
We should go find out where it is so we can see
Yeah.
how it's going to work with the mic. We'll
Yeah.
probably not be able to take this mic. We'll have to see where it is.
Just probably
Let-
take your phone over
Yeah.
there, I would say.
Yeah, and I might be able to take one of these stands to leave it more stable, but let's go. So we're going to wrap this one up unless there's more you want to talk about.
No, really, man. We covered a lot of stuff here.
We got an hour and 20. We've been grinding.
Cool.
Boom.
Good
We're
deal.
here. We're here till what time? 6?
6 o'clock tonight.
6. So let's think.
Thanks,
How many more
Oscar.
shows are we going to have? So we'll always do the closeout, which is 5 to 6.
Mm-hmm.
So we definitely want to do the 5 to 6.
Yeah.
We're going to do the 2:30. So 2:30, we're going to be at the nail competition. That's probably not going to be that long of a video.
I wouldn't imagine. So.
So, and then we'll probably come on sometime. We'll try to come on before the 5 or 6, or we could do a marathon and do like 4 to 6 or 4:30
Yeah,
to 6.
that's fine. Yeah.
Hour and a half at the end, maybe.
Yeah, we'll see how long the nail competition is.
Yeah.
And then we'll go from there.
We'll see at what time. 2:30.
Yeah, we'll be on no later than 5 for sure. But we'll definitely be up
But
at
2:30?
Yeah, 2:30. That's right, man.
Nice.
That's gonna be exciting.
Hammer and nails. That's what I tell people. You know what's funny? That's what I love about construction. I said, I'm not glitz and glamour.
Right.
I'm hammering nails,
That's right, brother.
baby.
That's right.
Listen, we appreciate you.
We
Thank
appreciate you, man.
Every show we get a chance. This is history. These are the good old days.
They are.
Like, listen, we'll look back in the year and see these videos
Yeah.
in 2 years. We're gonna like, remember when we first went on the road?
Yeah.
And we'll be like, yeah, let's watch the video.
Right.
Come on, remember we went out to
iPhone
dinner?
20, iPhone 20 will be out then.
Yeah, I know.
Right?
Well, just so people know, there's already the technology. The phone is going to be this. Crazy, right?
Yeah.
You fold it up, and you unfold it, and that's your phone.
Probably.
No, it's already out.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's really cool. It's technology. You fold it up like a piece of paper.
Yeah.
And then you unfold it, and that's your screen.
Wow.
Yeah, it's already out.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and there's going to be more. But we love you. We appreciate you. God bless you. Please come out and see us. I would love to get a picture with you. Say
Me too.
hi. Come for the nail competition.
That's
you
right.
can make it.
Yeah.
Come on. And if not, come for the close.
That's right.
Boom. So we're going to be in Harrisburg, too, at the Harrisburg Home Show. That's the last weekend of the year? I mean, of the month?
Yeah, last weekend of the month.
So check us out there. That's a 4-day home show.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
That's a
4-day.
monster.
Yeah, that's a
at the PA Farm Show complex.
Yeah, man, that's the biggest one in our area.
Monster.
Everybody and who's anybody's going to be there. All the big dogs.
Boom. TC
Yeah.
Backer Construction, Horizon
right.
Lawn.
Yep.
We want to see you there. Anyway, we love y'all. God
Yes.
bless y'all.
God
We'll
bless
see
you.
you at 2:30. Hammer and nails.
That's right.